Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about the process of sexuality affecting the mind and the caveats that come with it. Zest mind works within your own mind, energizing only your own mind. It also affects the psychological operation of the mind, and it's important to remember that zest mind, and psychology all belong to you. Zest mind is designed to help the mind pursue happiness on its own by energizing it. It's supposed to create love and passion and heal wounds. But in today's society, where the concept of sexuality has become so distorted, it's easy to let your zest mind take over your mind and be directed toward other people. Especially for women, their zest mind should be working for their own happiness, but most of them direct their zest mind toward others because they want to look good to other people, because others want their sexuality, because they want to please others, and so on. Or they combine sexuality with social ideas or systems, and they end up having a negative perception of sexuality and even feel guilty about enjoying sex, or they do the opposite and have sex for pleasure that is recognized in the conscious mind, causing all kinds of problems. But when all the sexual energy that should be feeding your own mind is directed toward the other person, your mind can't be healthy. You won't have the self-esteem you need, and you won't have the energy to repair stress and wounds on your own, resulting in frequent psychological problems and psychological disorders. Humans are supposed to pursue happiness and live in self-actualization, activating the conscious and unconscious mind, and zest mind works to support this process. However, as zest mind gradually becomes more and more directed toward other people, the operation of mind and psychology are no longer centered on the mind, but on the zest mind. And mind, zest mind, and psychology become all entangled. As a result, mind continues to create wounds in relationships, and sexual desire keeps arising to repair these wounds to no avail. Sexual desire is generated as zest mind works to restore one's own mind, but no matter how much zest mind works, psychology is bound to be ruined since it is directed toward others or outside. When a man or a woman develops a psychological disorder, their sexuality is overly expressed and their sexual desire is intensified. When you have sex in this state, you can't help but feel a very powerful pleasure, unlike anything you have ever felt before, because your mind is no longer in control. Needless to say, there is no need for human happiness anymore because you are living as if the pleasure of your sensory organs is the most important thing and you are mistaking pleasure for happiness. There are exceptions. Depression in women and neurosis in men are also psychological disorders, but in the case of depression and neurosis, mind blocks out everything about sexuality, so instead of having a sexual desire, you become extremely resistant to having sex. When this happens, you can't even think about recovery or happiness because your zest mind can't energize your mind. We need to be clear about the nature and workings of mind and zest mind. By supplying energy to the mind, zest mind not only heals wounds and stress, but also creates energy or desire to move forward. We should seriously think about how to utilize zest mind to live happily as a human being.